Hi, it's day 126 of trying to make as much money as possible, starting from zero. Coming up.
The pressure washer was having some issues. It was exploding fire out of the exhaust.
Yay, a pressure washer. I am done with being poor. I'm currently trying to get one pressure washing job per day, about £4,000, £5,000 take home per month, so that we can cover the household living costs of £2,300 per month, and then some to start getting us out of this hole that we're in. Today I've got a job for £299, and tomorrow I've got another pressure washing job for £299. I've just recently got a lawn mowing job for £50 the day after that, but that's not very much money. So basically the plan is not going to plan. We're not getting enough leads still, even with Kendra posting letters for me. Even if we hired someone to post letters, I'm still not convinced that would max us out, not without spending a significant amount of money and risking money that we don't have. This morning though, we had a little bit of an issue, actually quite a big issue. The printer broke, so let's just cut back to past John and see what happened with that. The printer took in like a big chunk of paper at once. I mean, maybe or maybe not, because I was trying to like load more paper while it was printing, but whatever. And then I had to pull that out because, you know, it's not supposed to take in more than one sheet. That seems to mean that it now can't register that there's paper in it or not. So basically, I may have broken the printer.
You did break the printer, there's no question about it. You broke the printer.
Yeah, so
and we have no warranty.
Yeah, that's kind of scuppered our ability to print more letters for the time being, which is kind of an issue. But maybe it's a good opportunity to try out another advertising method while we figure out if we can get the printer fixed for free under warranty. Because like I said, it wasn't me who broke it. So let's knock out this pressure washing job today, and then we'll look at a different way of advertising that isn't cold outreach letters. The lance piece, like you know, the old straight version of this that I was using started just exploding water, so I had to get the replacement piece, and I decided to get one with a kink in it so that it's just easier to fire the water straight down, which is more effective at cleaning. So that thing cost, I think, $14.99, but James will take off the right amount of the bank balance. The water buffer tank is doing its job. Almost empty, cleaning this part of the drive. And we've still got a bit of a cleanup. I've still got a ton more to do. So if we didn't have that tank, pressure washer just wouldn't be able to get the amount of water that it needs. Another thing is, these waterproof gloves, it turns out, are just not meant to last a long time. They're only £3.13, so they just not keep my hands dry anymore, and they haven't been for a while. So got a fresh pair, £3.13. In the future, I'll get some like really expensive, longer term gloves, but we don't have the budget for it yet. Oh my god, it was such a loud thunder clap. The alarms are going off. I feel quite exposed to being hit by lightning. I should probably stop. It's mental. I guess it doesn't look that bad through the camera, but this is like, is this or is this not the worst storm like ever?
Yeah. I think it's been like this for like 20 minutes and already the roads are flooded.
Yeah.
You can't drive through properly.
The driveway was just flooded, so I couldn't even do it, so I'm going back on another day. Unfortunately, that means we don't get the money for a little bit, but to be honest, the pressure washer was having some issues. It was exploding fire out of the exhaust, so that is now a safety hazard. I can't use it. Because if there was some fuel around on the floor, or like oil, and it does leak oil as well, so if that oil catches fire, can't use that anymore. So I'm either gonna have to go get it fixed, or buy one that's not completely
Jacked.
Yeah, jacked is the word.
It wasn't the pressure washer exhaust like spitting out flames and just not delivering a consistent amount of power, so like it's on its last legs, but it wasn't that. And it wasn't the lightning coming down from the sky that could have hit the metal rod that I was holding. I was very conscious of that. And I was very wet, so like if that hit me, but I really wanted the money. So I kept going. So it wasn't either of those things. It was because the water on the driveway got too deep that I just couldn't even clean it anymore. There was just sludge everywhere. The printer broke this morning, the main way that we're getting customers. The equipment that we have is now broken. I think this is the rock bottom part of the valley of despair. So I'm done. I am done with being poor and sort of DIYing this whole thing. We're doing it properly. We're getting the equipment that works, that we need. We're getting the jobs. We're getting the jobs first, but I'm just gonna, you know what, I'll come back to you with the plan. It's day 127, and guess what? I just fixed the printer.
I fixed it!
The new plan. The pressure washer is broken. We still got all the like accessories and stuff that work fine, but the actual like main thing, kaput. It's paid for itself many times over, so that's fine. And it was only meant to just replace the need to rent a pressure washer. So it served its purpose, but now we're gonna have to go up a notch. We've bought a new pressure washer. Like that's part of the plan. I've gone ahead and bought this JCB pressure washer, which has the exact same like specs as the one we had already. It's just that this one probably isn't gonna last as long as that one would have from new, although it's gonna be a lot more reliable than that one because it's brand new. And if we'd bought that all in one go, it would have cost £1,063. However, Amazon lets you pay for it in equal monthly installments, interest-free. So we've got that for £88.66 per month. Cash flow wise, that's the same amount as we've been paying to the rental company to rent a pressure washer with the same specs for one day, and we just gotta pay that once a month. So that's super exciting, and that might mean that we're able to complete the jobs quicker because it's gonna have maximum performance, unlike the one that we've had already, which who knows how old it is and how it is. And then part 2 of the plan is we need more leads. So now that the printer's working again, we're still gonna do the cold letter posting because, you know, it gets us some jobs, just not enough. But then I'm also going to contact the local like council, what would that be in like international terms? The mayor's office? The people in charge of like the local area, you can contact them to get signs put up. Also, when I'm doing jobs, I've got this like physical sign to have with me. Kendra's parents just picked it up. I don't know whether it was on the side of the road or what, but they didn't like just steal it from a place, did they? Where's it from? So at the end of driveways, we can have this saying like, hey, want your driveway cleaned? Call the number. I'm also going to print out letters to hand out specifically to the neighbors of the houses of the driveways that I clean. So as soon as the job's done, I'll just go to like the immediate couple of houses each side and across the road, bam, 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 saying, I've just done your neighbor's property right here. Are you interested? So that's just a 100 letter test with the neighbor letters. I have a gut feeling that it's going to have a better response rate than just a completely cold one, because it's more personalized for one thing. So it's not just got the driveway material type, it's also got the street on it. It's also got the lead magnet sort of like baked into it, where they can just go to the street and see the pressure washed driveway.
Received your letter in the post.
Yes.
I actually started trying to jet wash our driveway last week. Was fairly successful, but it's still in need of a lot of work.
Sure.
I've not got around to doing it all. So just wondered if you did have some availability and what the cost would be.
Well, we have pretty simple pricing where we have the driveway split into sizes of small, medium, large, and so on. And yours fits into the small size. So you're at the lowest price of £199, which includes the resanding on a separate day as well. And if you wanted the patio and pathways done as well, because you've got a patio at the back, that would be an extra 100, which would take it to $299. But of course, you could just do the driveway. Does that sound like a reasonable price?
I've done the back myself, so I've just been living at the front. Let me just speak to my wife, and then I'll drop you a text back if that's okay.
It's a new day. We've got the lawnmower in the back, and we're on the way to mow a lawn for £50 for someone that we've done pressure washing before. So we'll do the lawn mowing, then we've got a couple of free weed killings to do as the lead magnets to hopefully get some more pressure washing sales. But we've just sort of been doing this cycle, and we've got caught up with a commoditized offer, where at the start I was offering all these different things, guarantees, scarcity, urgency, bonuses, all these things to make it a really appealing offer, and I just stripped it back because some of the things weren't working. I've stripped it back too far to where I basically just say, do you want pressure washing? And then people can go to other people and say, how much do you charge for pressure washing? You can get pressure washing from loads of places and you can just compare the prices. That is no bueno. So later today, we're gonna rethink the offer. We're gonna start making more money per customer and it's gonna be even more appealing. We're gonna close more sales from it. And that is the front lawn done. Looking much better. It's got some brown bits on it, but that's just because the grass has grown too long and the bottom parts of the grass haven't been able to get enough sunlight, but you know, just leave it well maintained and I think, I mean, not been a professional lawnmower for long, but I think it will just grow green again if it's maintained properly. Oh, and I've just got a text from someone who approached me while I was pressure washing a drive months ago saying, can you come round and let us know how much it is?
Price or anything, could you? A rough price?
Yeah, our price for that would be £199 and we'd have that done within a day.
Well, that's reasonable. So when would you be able to do that? I mean, I'm not in any hurry for it.
Wednesday next week, so that's Wednesday 15th, if that works for you.
You know, that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much.
No worries, bye. So the neighbour letters work. So that means next week, Monday, we've got a £149 job. Tuesday, we're finishing off two different £299 jobs, so that's £600 in a day. Wednesday, we've now got another £199 job. Okay, we're bringing it back. I just got a text from someone who came up to me when I was on one of my very first pressure washing jobs, so a few months ago now, saying they want to go ahead with the whole offer. I pitched it a bit differently, saying, like I wasn't saying I'll do pressure washing, I said I'll get rid of the weeds via pressure washing. Got a $299 sale lined up for next week on Thursday, so now we have stuff lined up for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If we get something on Friday, it'll be our first ever full week. That means we're collecting, for sure, £1,245 next week. And if we can get another person booked in for Friday for even just $199, that means we're almost at $1,500 in 1 week collected. Let's keep it up. It's the next day, just got off a sales call, just locked down another sale for £249. Pressure washing a block paving driveway. So that's next week on Friday. That means we're now booked up every single day. Next week, that's never happened before, milestone. I just designed and ordered a thin plastic sign to then stick on this thing. It's like an A-frame, just basic wooden sign. The cost of the plastic sign, which is going to entirely cover this wooden sign, is £36.39. Even if we just get one job from it, it pays for it many times over, so definitely worth it. And I'm going to have this at the end of the driveway for every single job that I do going forward. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good after that sort of rock bottom of the valley of despair moment not too long ago. Like, everything was going wrong, and then just days later, seems like everything's going right. And there's these are the highs and lows of entrepreneurship. So as we were walking down the street posting the neighbor letters, I actually bumped into the neighbor who we did the pressure washing for. And they had a patio where I started pressure washing it, but then some of the mortar, you know, in between the slabs started coming out. So I said, I won't keep doing it, but I have this other thing that I can spray on it that gets rid of the moss and algae and also should bring back the color. And it hasn't worked, basically. And I said, well, I can pressure wash it if you want, or I can give you a refund, or I can like just use it as credit and I can like do something on the driveway to keep the moss away. And she was like, I think I'd rather have the refund, but I wouldn't feel right, like, because the chemicals would have cost you money, she said. So I was like, just take off the cost of the product that I sprayed. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I can basically just, she paid £100. What do you think is fair to refund? 60? I wouldn't say the customer's super happy because they didn't get the result they wanted, but I think she does appreciate that, like, it was an honest effort and it means we're not losing a customer.
Did she seem...
No, she wasn't annoyed. No, she was just like disappointed that it hadn't done it.
You could just give her the full £100 back. The key is if you're not happy, you get the money back. You can't just backtrack that.
She's not wrong.
I'm not wrong, no.
Okay, take off another 40. It's just the broke personal scenario course spills over into the business decisions.
Thank you so much.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks guys, you too. Yay, a pressure washer. We're back in business. Hi little bean. You excited about the pressure washer? Are you sleepy? Had to stay in at home today and not go to the office and not go out and do work stuff because had to be in for a 12-hour delivery slot for this pressure washer. And given that we've got a job every single day next week, £1,500 of revenue lined up, we could not afford to not get that pressure washer in. Oh. It's day 131 and the new pressure washer needs 1.1 litres of engine oil. So, tool station. It's £12.98, but we won't need any more for a while. So this is a little bit narrower, so that means we can actually probably put one of the seats up in the car, so much better for having just a car. And this one's 70 kilograms, whereas the one before was 105, so much easier for lifting out. And the wheels just pop off, like come see this. Like we can just pull these pins out, and then these just pop right off. So if we ever need to put it in a van, it'd be much easier to mount than having it on wheels. So now for next week, we've got a job lined up every single day. At least we have our own machine that can actually do it. In this video, we bought a new pressure washer, gave our first refund, and locked in a good amount of jobs but haven't seen the cash yet. This resulted in a loss of £477.88p, taking our bank balance down to minus £7,089.88p. And here's the breakdown of all the money so far.